In this discussion, we will examine some of the things that you can do to set the stage for action. Keep in mind that the manager oversees the operation of the organization, and the manager has opportunity to lead, to influence, to orchestrate employees and guide them towards a goal that may be desired. And what we're going to do in this little discussion is examine four steps that a manager can do in order to prepare the ground for successful implementation of a new beginning. Well, what you can do falls under four headings, and the first of these is that you can explain the basic purpose behind the outcome you seek. People have to understand the logic of what you're trying to do before they will turn their minds to working on it. You cannot just assume that simply because you understand the basic purpose behind the new beginning, that all of the employees understand that, and it must be communicated. And you notice that I said all employees. We tend at times to make the mistake of referring only to upper level employees or those in decision making positions as those that need to adopt the new beginning. It's important that all employees buy in, and therefore you have to communicate the basic purpose behind that new beginning in your discussions with all employees if you expect them to lend their minds and their energies to it. Another thing that you can do is you can paint a picture of how the outcome will look and feel. People need to experience the benefits of the new beginning, sometimes imaginatively, before they can give their hearts to it. They have to imagine what it's going to be like before they can totally commit. And another thing you have to do is lay out a step-by-step plan for phasing in the outcome. And people need a clear idea of how they can get where they need to be from where they are now. And if they can see that in a step-by-step plan, then it certainly does make the adoption of a new beginning more likely. One last thing that you need to do is you need to recognize again the importance of all personnel and how everyone needs a hand or part in playing in both the plan and the outcome. They need to know where they fit in. I laugh sometimes in higher education. We tend to think in terms of provost, deans, department chairs, faculty, but many times it is those in other positions that have just as great an influence upon the adoption of change. For instance, does that building custodian speak well of the institution out in the community? They can have a lot of influence in areas in informal networks of communication. So you need to really take steps to give each person a part to play in both the plan and the outcome. People will buy in more to their ideas than they will buy into your ideas. And what the very clever manager is able to do is to make their idea fit your idea. And therefore, they think they're pursuing something that they came up with, when in fact, behind the scenes, it's exactly what you wanted to do all along. And never make the mistake, by the way, of letting them know that. Brag on their idea, promote it. People will fight for the things they come up with more than they will fight for the things that you come up with. In order to make a new beginning, people need to know the 4 P's that we just discussed. That's purpose, picture, plan, and part to play. Now, these 4 areas may not be as important to you as they will be to them. Every one of us has natural strengths and weaknesses. Some of us see the picture real easily. Therefore, we don't spend much time communicating that picture to the rest of them. Others understand the purpose or can see a step-by-step plan. Well, as a manager, you can't rely on folks operating as you operate. You may naturally minimize one of these and focus on the others, but you need to be very careful and to make certain that you communicate all 4 of these: purpose, picture, plan, and part to play when you talk to people about the new beginning that you're trying to help people make. They have to have guidance, and if you can communicate these issues, it will indeed make a difference in cultivating the ground and in causing the new beginning to be successful.